What is good, guys? It is your boy back for another garage sale mobbing video. Gang, we in here. Listen, I went out this past weekend because it was nice with the intent of reselling to try and make money. When it was all said and done, I think I broke even. I got a couple scores, nothing too crazy. Some cool shit, but nothing too crazy. And I'm gonna spare you guys too much of the details because I tend to get like overly story mode on these things. But first garage sale that I went to, nice woman, probably mid to late 40s, early 50s, very kind. I asked her if she had any video games. She said no. I said Nintendo, Sega, and she goes, oh, I think I have Game Boy games. And I was like, well, those are video games. So she went in her house. She looked, I feel like she was in there for like at least 15-20 minutes looking, and I felt like whatever she brings out, I kind of have to buy because she like is taking, putting so much time into looking while like there's other people at her garage sale. She just left her stuff unattended, but I did, make sure nobody robbed her while she was in there. But she came out with a small box. It had a fairly beat up Game Boy Color in it. I don't know what it was called, like the smoke or kind of purplish tint one. Excuse me. A bunch of games. I think there was 11. Well, I kept 2 of them. There was 12 total games because I kept 2. I ended up trading in 10. There's your average shit, Tetris. There was a baseball game, the one that has Mario on the front. Then there was some Game Boy Color stuff like Donkey Kong Country, a Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Z or whatever, and a bunch of stuff that I didn't keep. The highlights probably being, the Donkey Kong and the Mario Tennis. Oh, and Pokemon Blue. The label was almost disintegrated off this fucking thing. And then there was, of course, the 2 games that I kept, which both are fucking awesome. Like, out of having 12 games, she thinks that her sons, I don't know, I guess she had multiple sons, had more games, but this is just what she found in a box. And 2 of the games in there were really cool. I was really happy to find both of them. The first one I've never heard of before. It's actually an Atlas game on the original Game Boy. I didn't know Atlas made a game for the original Game Boy. They did not come with these cases. I have since put them in these cases. It's called Cosmotank. And it's actually really cool. There's not much on the internet about this game, but it's pretty dope. I mean, not internet. There's not much on YouTube about this game, but really dope. I saw that Atlas logo and I was like, that's cool. It's kind of like a multi-genre game. Definitely worth a look. Not like an expensive game, but definitely cool. And probably the most expensive game other than Pokemon, which is kind of why I kept it. Well, that, and I thought it was cool, and I'd never seen it before, is a Natsume game. What is this one called? Return of the Ninja. Published by Natsume. Game Boy Color game. Pretty cool. And, yeah, it's kind of like a stealth ninja action game with some light platforming. It does the Metal Gear thing when another ninja notices you, they get like a red question mark above their head, which I thought was cool. But yeah, so out of a dozen games, most of which being first party Nintendo stuff, there was a couple like obscure ones that I've never even heard of before. So I thought that was really cool, and she was a really nice lady. No complaints at all. The next and final sale that I actually found stuff at, it was kind of a nightmare. This one was like advertised that they had video games, and I got there kind of late because I went to this other garage sale first and found the Game Boy stuff. But when I got there, there was another guy who was also looking for video games. We almost were like neck and neck. Like, I saw the video games, he asked where the video games were, and the people having the sale directed him towards where I was. So I immediately tried to look as fast as I could, because I'm not the guy that's going to be like, hoard the games and not let somebody else look at them. That's just an asshole move in my opinion. But I grabbed some, that I knew I was going to want, and they were almost entirely Wii games in the thing. There was also some original Xbox games that it was like Halo and just junk. But for the Wii stuff, again, traded in everything except for one Wii title. I traded in a Mario All-Stars and a Zelda Skyward Sword. I did keep the soundtrack CD though. But those are the 2 games that I kept. Traded in. I bought 3 games total. Oh, I didn't even say the Game Boy lot, if anybody cares. For the Game Boy, the dozen games, she wanted $15. I said, that sounds like an awesome deal to me. It's like just over $1 a game or whatever. Perfect. For the Wii games, they wanted $10 a piece, which I thought was kind of a lot, but then I was like, you know what? They're going to trade in good. So whatever. So I picked, just the games that I knew were going to trade in good. Like I said, Zelda Skyward Sword, Mario All-Stars, and the one that I kept, Metroid Prime Trilogy with the metal case. Don't see this a lot. It is in pretty good shape. I mean, this slipcover has seen better days. It's obviously all scratched up from, shelf wear, and there's like a little nick in the case here that was bent down, so it's not perfect. The steelbook is good, the manual, all the contents, all that stuff is good, the disc is good, but the sleeve itself has seen better days, but who fucking cares? I didn't own this game, actually, and I didn't really like the reprint. I thought it looked kind of stupid, so I was definitely happy to find this, and trade the other 2 in. But when I was going to pay, I noticed that there was a DS on the table with a few games, and they were the weirdest fucking games. It was like my smoking coach, my Spanish coach, something else that was like a coaching thing that I can't remember. But anyway, and then there was one that I was like, yes! I was so fucking happy to see it, and that was my Japanese coach. And I actually already have this, but mine is loose, so I was really happy to get this in the case. I didn't know what they wanted for it. I just took my 3 Wii games up there, and the My Japanese Coach, and I said, how much on the DS games? And she's like, well, what are you getting? And I said, I got the 3 Wii games and this. You want $10 on each on the Wii games? She said, give me $25. I said, that's a fucking steal and a half. So that was all the sales that I found stuff at. There was other sales that had video games, like PS2 sports shit, bunch of crap. I just noticed it looks like they got this from GameStop. There's one of those. If you ever see one of these on a DS case, this R means it was converted from new to pre-owned. So they definitely got this at GameStop. I gotta replace the case. It's not in the best shape. Oh, complete. For the Complete Police, of course. So yeah, I mean, there was other garage sales that had games, but nothing that I, was going to get, nothing that I felt was valuable. I was also trying to look for toys, too, but I just don't know what to look for. I just feel like I don't want to take the gambles, and I don't want to pull my phone out, so didn't have any luck on the buying toy front. But, what did I say? I spent a total of $40, right? Yeah, 25 plus 15, $40. With the Game Boy stuff, I took the Game Boy, obviously, and the 10 games, traded them in to my local retail store. Did pretty good on that. Got a lot more than what I paid for it, so these were free, plus a little cash in my pocket, which was great. Got all my money back, plus more on the Game Boy lot. Most of it being the Pokemon. I got my money back just from that one game, which was nice. The Wii games, I traded in to GameStop the Mario All-Stars and the Skyward Sword. And with the credit that I got from GameStop, I ended up picking up, and I just did this today, this is why I waited to make this video, the Fighting Climax game on Vita. New fighting game, 2D fighting game that came out today. This is the only copy they had. If you get it on the Vita, it comes in this box and with the soundtrack, which appears to have actually a decent amount of tracks on it. Oh no, I lied. It only has like 5 or 6. So yeah, this also came out on PS3, but the PS3 version doesn't come in a box. It's just a regular release, and it's $10 more. So I got this, and I had more credit that I put on the stuff that's coming out next week. So that stuff, again, won't pay anything out of pocket. So even though I didn't technically make any money, I got all my money back and more, and some, all these games ended up being free. So yeah, pretty good day with the garage sales. I think I'm getting better at it. I see some people's garage sale videos and my mind is just fucking blown. I don't know how they do it. That said, I don't have as much perseverance. As soon as it's like 10 o'clock, I'm just fucking done. I don't want to do it anymore. And I'm not like overly greedy. Like, I got some good scores, I'm going to dip. I'm going to go home, So yeah, that's it. Thanks for checking out my garage sale mobbing video. If you guys, do the garage sale thing, let me know how you're doing. I think I'm done. This will probably be my last garage sale video of the year. I think I did a grand total of 3. That's more than any other year, just because I'm not big on the garage sales. But it is an easy way to find some deals once in a while, Like I said, for every garage sale that I go to that I score at, there's 10 that I don't. So that's it, guys. Crack out.